Hey everyone, and welcome to the $1 million portfolio journey. It's Monday, the 18th of August 2025. It's around midday here in London, and I'm gonna do my investment for the day. So, basically, what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be transferring £250 from my bank account into my ISA account. Then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be investing that £250 into Tesla shares, and then finally I'm just going to provide a quick update to show how many shares I have in Tesla, how many shares I have in MicroStrategy, and how many shares I have in Nvidia. So let's get to it. But before we do that, let's have a look at the portfolio to see how things are going. So my general investment account is around just under 47k. My stocks and shares ISA is just under 28k, and my self-invested personal pension is under 50k. So it's been around this level for a long time, just hovering around 45 and 50k in the general investment account. So it's not really going anywhere, and I'm just investing every day, well, trying to invest every day. And when it does run, hopefully I'm going to be showing some good profit, so it's going to be worth the wait. So I'm being very patient now. I've been doing this for the last 6 months now, just accumulating every day Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. And I have been making progress. I am in profit, but it seems as though I haven't broken this certain level yet, and I think it will happen soon. I just have to be patient, and this is just a great opportunity for me to accumulate as much as I can, because all two, like MicroStrategy and Nvidia, I believe will 10x over the next 5 years. Nvidia will probably 3x over the next 5 years. So again, you know it's just a matter of accumulating once the price is low, or when the price is low, to get the full extent of the growth. So let's do this. But before we do this, let's have a look at how the companies are doing. So Tesla today pre-market is 328.64. Pre-market is down 58, sorry, $1.92, which is about 0.6%. So it's hovering around that level. 300 is a great support. Last time I rotated some money into Tesla from MicroStrategy and Nvidia, and it proved to be quite lucrative. If we look at the last 3 months, it's kind of flat, down 5%. Maximum last 5 years up around 162%. So it has a lot of growth in ahead of it, so I'm just going to keep on accumulating as much as possible. Now let's have a look at strategy, see how strategy is doing. So pre-market strategy is down around 2%, at 359.50. so it's a good place to buy it. It's been above 400 for a while now, and now it's come down, so it's another opportunity to buy the dip. So I'm just going to see if it goes down further, and then I'll probably be starting to accumulate more when it gets near 300. So that's the plan, trying to accumulate as much as possible near 300 for Tesla and MicroStrategy, because my price target for Tesla is $3,000 in 2030. My price target for Nvidia is around 2,800 in 2030. So both of them have very, very high price targets. Both of them are going to be very volatile, but I think it's going to reach that point in 2030. I think Tesla is less risky, so I'm going to put more money into that compared to MicroStrategy, but I am going to be adding to MicroStrategy as well. So now let's have a look at Nvidia. So Nvidia is trading around 180, so it's been at this level for a while now. I think it's going to break 180 and go to 200, and then it's going to come back down again. But if you look at the last 3 months, it has done phenomenally well. Last 6 months, the all-time low over the last 6 months was around 90, it's showing 94, but I believe it was 88 intraday one, so you know that would have been a great buy if I loaded up on this. But you know, I'm gonna accumulate Nvidia as well, but it's a bit too expensive at the moment. I'm gonna buy it when it's around the 150 to $130 level, when it reaches that point, which I have no doubt it will, because obviously there's going to be something in the market that makes it go lower. So that's what I'm going to try and capitalize as much as possible. So that's Nvidia. So let's do this now. Let's go into the ISA account. So if we look at the ISA account, I'm just going to check the allowance remaining. So I have £10,478.98 remaining for this tax year, which ends in April 2026, end of April. So I'm going to top this up by £250. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go to a bank, and it's instant transfer, which is great. Okay, so let's continue with the transfer. Okay, so it's going through, takes a few seconds. Okay, so it should have arrived by now. Okay, so I've got £251, 14 pence in my ISA now. I've got 10.228k remaining in my ISA. So now I'm going to go back to my portfolio and then go into Tesla. And I'm going to be buying Tesla pre-market of 251.14. And that gives me just over one share, which is great. So I'm going to confirm the buy. Okay, so let's have a look at the Tesla extended hours buy order. So it's the status shows complete. Total cost 250.75. Number of shares is just over 1, so 1.0295 to be exact. Price per share 328.57, so it's near 300, which is good. FX rate 1.348941, so it's going down, so I'm losing out there. It was 1.35 at what time? I think it went to 1.36 as well. FX fee is 97 and commission is 0, so it's a good thing commission is 0, because in the future I'm gonna be like rotating between MicroStrategy, Nvidia and Tesla. So whichever one has dipped, I'm gonna try and, you know, I'm gonna look for divergences between the shares. So whichever one has overextended, I'm gonna try and rotate some of that into the one that's undervalued. I'm not gonna completely sell the position. I might take 5% from MicroStrategy and put it into Tesla, just to take advantage of the major dips. So that's the strategy going forward, but I need to accumulate more before I can implement that strategy of rotating between these three companies. So that's done. So let's have a look at the portfolio again. So general investment account just under 47, stocks and shares ISA just over 28, self-invested personal pension just under 50. So that's all done. So, you know, for anyone who's new to my channel, this channel is about getting to $1 million as soon as possible. I started this channel at the beginning of the year, and I have managed to, like, you know, grow it to around $200,000 when you take into account all the brokerages that I have as that we have as a family. So I'm around 5x away from a million. So we know we're about 5x away from a million, and we're just going to keep on investing in highly growth companies. So we're going to reach that million as soon as possible. So that's what the channel is about, getting to 1 million as soon as possible. And basically what I anticipate is we're going to get there between 2027 and 2028 if everything pans out correctly and I can keep on pumping money into my ISA. So that's the first goal, reaching 1 million. Then the second goal is going to be reaching 10 million, and the third goal is going to be reaching 100 million. I do think it's possible. I think there are lots of opportunities in the stock market, and it's just a matter of knowing where to be, being in the right place at the right time. So that's that. So I have 4 very simple rules that I like to repeat every day. So the first rule is investing aggressively. So every day I try to invest something the market is open. So previously I invested about £500. There was a point where I invested 750 and even £1,000 a day, but at the moment I've settled around 250, which I can sustain. Getting some businesses up and running at the moment, which is taking some money away from investing. But once more income kicks in, I'm going to try and invest even more. My aspiration is to invest £1,000 into the stock market every day, and to invest it in very, very high growth companies in a very strategic and tax efficient way. So that's rule number 1, investing aggressively. Rule number 2 is I only invest in volatile companies like Tesla, Strategy and Nvidia. So like I keep on saying, these strategies move very fast. It can go down very quickly, it can go up very quickly. So you have to be unafraid of volatility, and you have to see it as an opportunity. So if MicroStrategy goes down to 300, I'm not going to be selling a single share. I'm going to be loading up on more. As long as the investment thesis hasn't changed, I'm going to just be investing more. Same with Tesla, same with Nvidia. So I'm going to keep on investing into these highly volatile companies. So that's rule number 2, invest in volatile companies. Rule number 3 is investing long term. So whatever I buy, I'm not going to sell for the next 5 years. I may be rotating between the companies, but I'm not going to be selling it to get the money out, and I'm going to try and keep it for at least 10 years, the money invested in the stock market. So that's rule number 3. And finally, rule number 4 is wherever I invest, I try to make it as tax efficient as possible. So I always max out the family ISA. So I get 20k, my wife gets 20k allowance, my kids get 9k each, and then we've got our SIP allowance as well. So we max out the SIP allowance for all our accounts, and then once we've done that, then we go into our general investment account. So we try to keep the money as tax efficient as possible, because we don't want to pay more tax to devalue the investment. So we want maximum compounding effect, maximum CAGR, compound annual growth rate. So if we can CAGR at least 20 or 30% every year, then we're going to be going in the right direction really fast. We're going to see some real velocity. So that's the 4 rules. And try to invest yourself. You don't have to invest £100 a month. You can invest like £5 every day, £20 every day. Start somewhere, start learning about companies. It doesn't have to be Tesla, Strategy, Nvidia. Find out who are going to be the largest companies in the future, and then align your investment goals. Or you can just do what you're doing at the moment, which is investing £100 a month into index funds. It works either way, but I'm trying to get to my goal quickly, and then get to my other goals. I have more goals. First I want to get to 1 million, then 10 million, then 100 million. So I have many goals that I want to hit as soon as possible, which is why I'm being aggressive with my investments. So that's all for today. I hope you found it useful, inspiring. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will bring you another update tomorrow. So until then, have a great day. Take care. Bye.